Today we'll take a look at 10 of the most common mistakes that you are making on your own landing page. And trust me, these mistakes are probably one of the reasons you're not getting as much leads or customers as you expected. But here's the thing, I'm not just gonna list out the different mistakes that you're making with your own landing page, because that's not what you need. What you need is also the solution on how to fix these mistakes. And after fixing these mistakes, I guarantee that you will see a massive boost in your conversion rate for your business. I know this very well because I've had 6 years of experience in this industry and I've seen many of my clients making these mistakes. So mistake number 1 is having too many conversion goals. When you give your visitors too many decisions to make, they will actually end up making fewer. Actually, adding a second CTA can drop your conversion rate by as much as 226%. And yeah, I'm sure you don't want that. But the good thing is, this is such an easy problem to fix. If you notice that your landing page has 2 or more offers at once, you simply need to choose on one of them to focus on. For example, let's take a look at Shopify. As you can see, it has one single CTA talking about one goal of starting your own business. It's straight to the point, no bullshit. It simply asks the user to start a free trial and that's it. Now, mistake number 2 is not optimizing for mobile view. Having your website to be mobile optimized is pretty much a mandatory requirement if you want your business to be successful. According to a study done by Google, about 60% of website traffic actually come from mobile. And if you're using social media to promote your business, expect this number to rise up to about 90% or even more. Imagine losing that amount of customer base just because your landing page is not optimized for mobile. And the best solution to fix this issue is making sure that your landing page is responsive. That means no matter the screen size, whether it be laptop, tablet, or mobile devices, the landing page elements are scaled and reorganized to fit that screen size and screen type. And if you're using landing page builders like Framer or Webflow, this shouldn't take that long to adjust. Now, mistake number 3 is letting objections go unhandled. Believe it or not, a lot of your potential customers have a lot of objections about your product or services. For example, if they want to start a free trial on an app, they might object to handing over their credit card information. Or if someone wants to buy your product right now, they may have concerns about your return policy just in case the product don't fit them. And the thing is, this list will just go on. Now, the best part of it all is that there's so many ways to actually fix this issue. But let me show you 2 of the best ways to actually fix it. First solution that you can do is you can add a click trigger. This is basically a micro copy under or around your CTA that is designed to handle objections about your offer or product. For example, in Cal.com, they actually mentioned that you don't need a credit card to actually access their app, reminding visitors that their trial is actually free. The second option that you can add is adding the FAQ section. This is basically the section where you answer any of your customers' doubts, and it is designed to handle any objections that your customers may have about your product or offer. This is where you do a bit of research on your customer base to find out what their common objections are, and then simply answer them in the section. And mistake number 4 is forgetting your social proof. A social proof is basically a third-party recommendation or endorsement about your product or services, whether implicitly or explicitly. Now, these can be in the form of testimonials, case study, star ratings, client logos, user statistics, awards, celebrity endorsement, trust badges, and many more. And this element is very much crucial in order to increase your brand's authority and trust. I mean, think about it this way. Would you buy a product or service from brands that you don't fully trust yet? Yeah, I don't think so, right? Because neither will I. To fix this, well, first thing first, you need some testimonials or case study that you need to, work on. Please do not fake this, because I know some of you guys want to fake this, and yes, technically you can get away with it, but once you have been found out, don't expect anyone to ever trust you ever again. For example, have you seen what happened to Honey? Yeah, I don't think you want the same thing to happen to your business, right? But anyway, once you get the testimonials and the case study done, there's multiple ways that you can implement them to your own landing page. For example, in the hero section, you can add a star rating around your CTA, you can have a section where you list out different client logos, or you can simply have a testimonial section where you showcase your clients or user reviews. Now, if you find value in this video so far, do consider subscribing. It will help me make more free content like this so that it can help you grow your business. Now, moving on, mistake number 5 is having no visual hierarchy. Here's a not so fun fact. People don't really read every single word in your landing page. They mainly skim the headline, the subheadlines, and some of the important parts. In fact, only 16% of your website visitors actually read the whole thing. The rest simply just skims them, which means that your landing page needs to effectively communicate your value proposition, core benefits, and reason to believe you all within the headline and subheadline. And the information needs to smoothly flow from top to the bottom in the way that your visitors prefer to read them. Let me show you how to fix this issue. So a visual hierarchy is basically a pattern of design used to highlight certain elements of your landing page over others. It's a bit hard to explain, but let me show you what I mean. This is an example of a bad visual hierarchy. Looks pretty weird, right? Now, by rearranging the position and also the sizing of some of the elements, you get something like this. You see how it's so much more easier to follow because it naturally guides the eye from the headline, the subheadline, and also the CTA. Now, mistake number 6, talking like a robot. Stop using marketing jargons like supercharge your productivity using my ad. What does supercharge even means? And how will this app supercharge my productivity? I'm sorry, but this is just stupid. Instead of making your product sound cool, all you're doing is confusing your potential customers and driving them away. Clarity is almost always better. This means that you need to describe your offer in a way that a third grader can easily understand. I know this seems complicated, but it really is not. Let me explain how you can actually fix this. So, you need to talk about what your product does. And that's literally it. You don't need to overthink it at all. But there's also a way that you can actually write this better, which is actually describing the problems that your service or your product solve for your target customers, or describing the benefits and the outcome that your product provides. For example, let's take a look at Clap. It basically says turn videos into viral shorts, which basically explains what the app does. And another example from Ramp, which says time is money, save both, which captures the benefits and the problem that this product helps solve for their own target customers. Now, mistake number 7 is having a slow load time. I'll be straightforward, man. If your landing page don't pass the Google PageSpeed Insight, you have got some work to do. Because here's an ugly truth. According to Google, the probability of bounce rate increases by 32% as page load speed increases from 1 second to 3 seconds. Which means that if your page don't load within a 1 to 3 second window, 32% of your potential customers are basically gone, which is not good. Now, there's actually a few ways that you can fix this problem. Number 1 is optimizing your medias. So instead of using MP4 for videos, you will be using WebM. Instead of using PNGs for your icons, you'll be using SVG instead. Instead of using JPEG format for your images, you'll be using WebP format. And make sure you also use some sort of file compression for these. The second way that you can solve it is also by minifying your CSS, HTML, and JavaScript files. And the third way is by leveraging browser caching. Once you have done that, just simply go to Google PageSpeed Insight, test it, and see if you pass. And that's it. And mistake number 8 is you discuss the features way too much compared to the benefits. This is going to be a bit harsh, but you need to know that no one really cares about your product's features. What people care about is the results that you promise to deliver to them. For example, do I care that Cal can schedule a meeting and organize my bookings? Because there's other apps that can also do the same thing. Or do I care that Cal can actually help me avoid meeting overload? Or that it can reduce no-shows with an automated reminder? You can tell that the second one is something that I would care more about. So to fix this problem for your own landing page, for each feature that your app or your product have, simply describe what problems that you can solve for your own target customers. Let me show you an example. So taking a look at Submagic, this app can basically add caption to your videos, add a visual, and also edit your videos for you. Now you can change this copy into a benefit by mentioning that captioning can boost your reach, visuals will amplify your story, and turning long form videos into viral shorts instantly, showing that the app can help you produce much more faster. Now mistake number 9 is having no supporting content such as images or videos. Have you ever heard of a phrase that an image can speak 1,000 words? The same exact concept applies to your own landing page. When you have a description of your product or services, add an image or video supporting that content. Videos and images are a great way to get more information in your landing page without overloading your visitors with too much description and text. According to a study done by Forbes, a video can increase time spent on a page by 88%, taking the average of 5.59 seconds looking at written content to a whopping 6 minutes. Let me show you some good examples of this concept. Loom, for example, have a great video demo showcasing their app, and Flowmap have a great image sort of describing what their app can do. Now, mistake number 10 is confusing your visitors by not showcasing your value proposition. I can't tell you how many times I've arrived in a landing page, felt confused about the value proposition based on the headline and the sub-headline, only to find it buried somewhere halfway through the page. For example, let's take a look at Nordic Eye. It says that we spot, we add, we exit. What does that even mean? Remember what I told you? If you confuse your visitors, they're gone. So don't hide it, don't try to be smart and gimmicky by adding all this marketing jargon. Just be clear and to the point. But to help you out, here's 3 questions that you can answer to write an effective value proposition for your own landing page. So question number 1, what promise do you plan on making to your audience and what benefits do you promise to deliver? And number 2, how do you plan on delivering on that promise in a way that your audience trusts? And number 3 is who is this benefit for? And it's that simple. So remember the 3 keywords: what, how, and who. Let me show you an example. So this is an app called Bentofy. Let's take a look at the original landing page. It basically says promote your wins with bento grids. Okay, cool, but what value does this give me? And what benefits do I get? So I decided to redesign this landing page, and now it looks like this. And the headline now says grow your social media with bento grids. Ah, now that's interesting. Now it's telling me that I can grow my social media faster by using this product, which is the value that this app is going to provide me if I use it. So don't overthink this, keep it simple, and make sure to answer the 3: what you do, how are you going to deliver, and who is this for? Okay, and if you want to learn more about how you can boost your conversion rate for your own landing page, I've created a video breaking down the top successful landing pages to see what they've done right and what we can learn from them. And I'll see you there.